Hey guys, so today I'm going to explain my project for working on receptive language. My age group is fourth graders, and my goals and objectives include answering WH questions, labeling, and categorizing. So the game that I came up with, I'm calling it Treasure Box, and before I would implement this game called Treasure Box, I am going to teach the skill. So I'm going to teach the labeling skill, the WH questions, and categorizing. So I'm going to introduce the WH words. I'm going to have it written on a chalkboard, and I'm going to have each one defined. And then I will continue to give examples and have the student write an example on a piece of paper. So we'll cover that, and then we'll go on to labeling. And so what I'll do for labeling is I will explain about people, places, and things, and how each of it has its own name, and how if things didn't have their names, it would be very confusing to communicate. No one would know what each other is talking about. And then I would give them some examples, and I would let them participate and ask the students, okay, so what would you call this, or what would you label this, and so that they would get a more idea of, oh, okay, this is labeling. And then I would work on putting things into categories, or categorizing. And I would explain that we classify or divide people and things based on shared characteristics or similar characteristics. So, for instance, I would take a shirt or a jacket and hold it up, and I would I would explain, okay, it falls in the category of clothes. Then I would go on to extend that even further. Is this a woman's jacket? Is this a male's jacket? And just kind of show them how it can be broken down even further. This is winter wear. No, this is a t-shirt. Okay, so is it long sleeve or short sleeves? And we would kind of go through that and explain how it could be broken down even further. So after I would teach these, then I would implement my game or my project. And what I would do is the treasure box would have a treasure box or some sort of box, probably pretty big, with a whole bunch of items in it. And what would happen is the students would take turns picking the objects out of the box, and then having to pick a ship. So I would use brown construction paper, but pick a ship, and it would say where, what, why, when on it. And so, for instance, they may pick a toothpaste, or maybe a little travel toothpaste, and they would get the ship that says where. So where do you use toothpaste? In the bathroom. So we would go through that, and they would say, instead of just saying in the bathroom, they would say, I use toothpaste in the bathroom, or you would use toothpaste in the bathroom. So we're working on sentence structure as well. So we're working on labeling items. This is toothpaste. Working on WH questions. Where do you use it? And then from there, we are going to, once all the objects are out on everyone's desks, then we'll go through and we'll put the items into categories. And we will just do this as a class. So this could go into toiletries, and maybe that's a new word that they can learn as well. So we're focusing on answering WH questions, labeling, and categorizing in this project. And so we would meet our goals, and they would be having fun doing it. Thanks.